Welcome your host for this evening, Mzizi James.
Hold on. One, two in my life. Guys, I know as some of you came here, you expected maybe like Jonathan Goliath or Maps Maponyane, and maybe that's why you weren't screaming so loud because you're disappointed. But for my ego, we're going to have to run that back. Please. To get through this night with a bunch of people from agency, I have to go back, Men in Black pen, click, you didn't see me on stage. Voice of God, also please, when you announce me, do some cool things. Tell them about my beautiful suit. Tell them I'm like really handsome or something, and then we'll do it again. So let's try it again, guys. But I need cheers. We have to celebrate, man. Come on. Let's do it again. Forget about it.
Please welcome your host for this evening, wearing a fabulous suit, Mzizi James.
Stop it. That's so unnecessary, man. Yo, why would you do that? Treating me like I'm Sia Kolisi or something. I don't like standing here. It makes me feel like I'm a youth pastor about to give my first sermon. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the annual Financial Mail AdFocus Awards 2023. I'm your host, Mzizi James, as you have heard, and I'm glad to be back here. Every year when they email me to come do this thing, I'm like, why? I messed it up last year. You know what always keeps me up? Is remembering people's names and how to pronounce them. Because I know it's a special occasion for you guys. I know that agencies work really hard for this. And you know what name in particular I've screwed up 2 years in a row? And I think I figured it out this year, is Hunt Lescaris. Is it Lescaris? Listen, I think we're all friends here now. Who's from Hunt Lescaris, by the way? Am I saying it right? Is it Lescaris? Sorry? Now you said it differently too. You said Lescaris, Lescaris. Lescaris. Yo, guys, it keeps me up trying to remember that name, man. All right, listen, like I said, we're here to celebrate. So I please encourage you to clap and dance, whatever you want to do when we win. At the end of the day, we're all colleagues here. I'm going to go through a couple of house rules before we get going tonight. Firstly, cell phones, please have them on. Take pictures, take videos, use the hashtag. You guys are creatives. The hashtag for tonight is hashtag FM AdFocus 2023, but with those cell phones, please make sure that they are on silent throughout the course of the night. The bar service, this is particularly for the people from Joe Public. I don't know where you guys are sitting. It's closed. Relax. But it will open after the awards. Please stick around so we can celebrate together after everyone has been announced as our winners. We move on to thanking some of our partners who have made this possible. I mean, a lot of you guys have been drinking already, so I just want to give a huge shout out to Heineken, who's one of our sponsors for tonight, AIS and Scopen, also Park Advertising, Breadbin Productions, who are at the back, and I'll tell you more about them just now, Panovision and Immersive. Before we get started, though, I do want to welcome up on stage the editor of the Financial Mail to say a few words to all of us in here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. Rob Rose.
Hi guys, welcome to this place. I like to think of ourselves as the most durable advertising awards show out there. We've survived all kinds of things. We survived, COVID, premature leaks, and the fact that we're in Hillbrow where all the buildings are burning down around us. So thank you for coming to Hillbrow and thanks for being part of it. This is the 33rd year, I think, of AdFocus, and it's been overhauled quite a lot in the last 2 years. I think we've put a lot of effort into speaking to people, and I think that the contribution from your industry has been fantastic. I mean, I think that we've had a lot of discussions that have helped us make the awards more relevant and hopefully better. And, hopefully another 33 years, we'll look back and say, what was happening in, 2023? And a special thanks to the people who made it happen, the jury. I think Luca and his jury are, you guys are at the, I see the scowl, but it's absolutely true, at the forefront of making it happen. And JD, who you'll see later, I mean, she's the person who put it together, who is used to not answering calls and never being around. So thank you, JD, for doing this. It's been amazing to work with you. Well, for you to watch you work, actually, while I did nothing. It was even better. This year's theme is is AI and how we adapt to it and what this means for us. And you will read the AdFocus annual after this, and it's really fantastic, full of fantastic insights and essays, and obviously a small thing we like to call the results. And it's fantastic, and I think it's a part of our society and our business environment that is obviously very close to our hearts in the media, because we see it happening to us. We see low value content being outsourced to AI, and I think that's going to be happening more and more. And I was quite scared of it initially. I thought we might all become independent media, which I'm sure won't happen. But I think I read this fantastic book called The Rise of the Robots about what this means for us, and I think that's changed me around on the subject. And it really does. I really do honestly believe that it's a chance for the people who are the best in the various industries to really unleash themselves and use their creative energy without being obsessed with low-value tasks that are ultimately not going to add to anyone. So it's actually a fantastic opportunity, I think. And I obviously hated the idea when I first read about it, but now I love it. So it's fantastic, and I love it even more having read the AdFocus annual. So I think you guys will too. But, if I'm not here next year and it's a robot here, just ignore what I've said. I'm sure it'll mean nothing. But anyway, thank you very much for coming. And enjoy the night and enjoy the awards. And well done to everyone, not just the winners. Thanks.
Thank you, Rob. Before we get going with the awards themselves, I want to welcome somebody on stage whose job I do not envy at all, to run you through some of the process of how this all went down and how our finalists and winners were picked. I want to welcome on stage the jury chairperson for 2023, Mr. Luca Gallarelli.
Mzizi, you nailed that, brother. Yeah? All the L's. An L in the first name and 4 in the surname. That's quite a thing. When I arrived on stage earlier on, just to introduce myself to Mzizi and the rest of the tech crew, I asked, is this where the teleprompter is? And they said, no, it's the one right at the back. Then I said, fuck, I've got terrible eyes. This is bound to be an absolute disaster. So welcome, everyone. When I was asked to fulfill this duty, I suppose, almost a year ago, at first it came as a bit of a surprise. I'd been part of the jury panel for a couple of years. And AdFocus has always, for me, stood as, I suppose, a beacon for our industry and where our industry is at any one given moment in time. I remember being a student at advertising college and a youngster coming into the industry, and the AdFocus annual really was my Bible. It really was my reference point for anything and everything going on in the industry, where that industry is at in any one given moment in time, and certainly the people helping shape the industry. I collected them religiously, so to have the opportunity to have my name, I suppose, associated with it, and the Financial Mail and the amazing team that have spent almost 40 years pulling this incredible publication and event together was a genuine honor. So a massive thank you for the team for entrusting my boy with the task. You are very, very brave men. I did promise Vicky that I wouldn't bring her up on stage to say a word, and I promise to stick to that, Vix. Don't worry. I can see the panic. So in terms of this year, as Rob mentioned, the theme was AI, but really the theme was a little bit more than that. The theme was really about alchemy. For those that don't know, the notion and idea of alchemy is the coming together of two opposing forces to create what in medieval times was gold. Right? And I think that as we confront our, yet another year where there are more questions than answers about the future of our industry and of our businesses, I kept coming back to this idea of where do the machines begin and end, and where does human ingenuity begin and end? And I kept going back to the very genesis of our industry, so to speak. Our industry has always been driven forward by those that never stuck to any rule book, never stuck to any script, right? The greats that have shaped our industry globally and in South Africa that have largely set the template that we largely live within weren't schooled in the world of advertising and marketing. They found a vocation in it, and they contributed in a way that they felt was appropriate and meaningful. And I suppose that's the challenge that all of us have right now. We are confronting probably, and as I said, every year there are more questions, and it feels like for all 22 years of my career in this industry, we've always said, this year is a big year where there's some very unknown questions that we need to answer. However, this year, I'm being serious. This is a big year. There are many more questions than we have answers. And I suppose that is the challenge to us as leaders of the industry, right? I think that we have to be brave enough to recenter ourselves to what has always been magical about this industry. For me, it's always been about two things. Firstly, about creativity and the ability to create. Now, that when you think about that word, it's a serious word, and it's not something that should be taken lightly. And I personally don't necessarily subscribe to the notion that we are all creative. Yes, we all have creative abilities, but there are people that are born with an innate ability to create something out of nothing. And I think that that's a magic. And I think that that's something that we have to continue to protect. And I think that that's something that as an industry we need to recenter ourselves to. So how did that influence us this year? In terms of the judging itself, we welcomed a few new jurors to the panel, those that would bring diversity and debate, not only in terms of who they are as characters, but in terms of the experience that they brought into the room. We upweighted creativity. 3-4 years ago, creativity sat at a measly 5% of the overall weighting. And I think, as we head towards, I suppose, hoping to answer some of these questions, and as I said, recentering ourselves on creativity, it's important that we continue to prioritize creativity. Now, back to that point that I mentioned about creativity not necessarily being the domain of absolutely everyone. My challenge to us, certainly within our organization and to everyone in this room today, is how do we continue to embrace those that wouldn't necessarily find a home in other organizations? How do we continue to create a home for those where advertising creativity is a meaningful vocation, who shun structured environments? We've all become overly structured in how we're thinking about things and how we're thinking about the future, and we need to continue to embrace the misfits that bring madness and ingenuity into our organizations. It is up to us to cast the future, right? Don't wait for anybody else to answer the questions for you, because in that inertia is obsolescence rather. And obsolescence is not something I'm particularly interested in for my industry, one I feel so unbelievably passionate about. So again, it has been a tremendous privilege to lead what has been an absolutely incredible jury over the course of the last couple of months. To the jurors, and a massive thank you to you all. Taking this on, it seems like a bit of a jolly, and you say, hell yes, there's going to be a dinner, and we're going to have some drinks, and it's going to be a jol, which it is all of those things, right, for those that are going to be asked to fulfill jury duty going into next year. But it is also a massive undertaking. It's a massive undertaking and responsibility in terms of the time commitment. So a massive thank you to all the jurors who put so much into not only the evaluation of each and every entry, but into the robust smarts and debates that each of you brought into the room. I feel immensely proud to be associated not only with this award show, with the publication, but with all of you too as my fellow jurors. To Rob, JD, Marcia, the rest of the team who have pulled this event together and pulled the publication together, a massive, massive thank you. And Rob, a huge thank you to you. Where are you sitting over there? Rob stepped up to edit the publication this year, and has been a big focus of ours, right? How do we return the publication to a certain level of quality that we believe this publication and this event itself demands? So a massive thank you, Rob, for putting yourself forward and for the massive time commitment. A huge last thank you on my part to the sponsors. We all know there's not a huge amount of cash around right now. And when we come calling, whether it's me or JD or Danette or whoever it is, to have welcomed those calls and to put your money where your mouths are, to support an industry that desperately requires support, for your celebration of creativity and the agencies and clients and individuals that are working relentlessly to push this industry forward. We owe you a tremendous thank you. So a massive thank you from my part. To all of the winners and all of the finalists, actually, as we were going through the process, I said that if you're a finalist, you're a winner, right? The process this year was, don't worry about the teleprompter. I see you working very, very hard. I literally have not read a word. But thank you. You're very diligent. As I said, it's a massive undertaking. And the process of entering itself, with the kind of diligence it requires to fill out those forms, is a massive undertaking. And for those that were shortlisted across each of the categories, a massive congratulations to you. Some of the categories were unbelievably hard fought. Like, I can't begin to explain the level of debate in the room, how close some of the categories were. There was literally a percentage point that separated out some of the winners. Now, we're not in the business for giving participation medals, right? So there are winners and there are no tied first places. I hope we can all live with that and come to terms with it. If we're not a winner, you can always come tap me on the shoulder afterwards and ask me, were we close if you didn't win? And I'll give you an honest assessment, because they weren't all close, right? In some categories, swear to God, in some categories, there were clear winners. Right, and I think it's important again to call those out. I think the ones which are standing head and shoulders above other agencies within certain categories are the ones we all need to be looking to, for those that are helping shine the way and lead the way forward for an industry, as I said, seeking many, many answers. But that's it from me. I'm glad we were allowed to bring our booze in here. I was worried that they were gonna take our beers and our wine away at the door. So please, when the winners are announced, please spend a fair amount of time raising your glasses, clapping your hands, getting up onto your hands, getting up hands and feet too, if you're that way inclined, getting up onto your feet and celebrating the winners. They all thoroughly deserve it. So good luck to everyone in the room. Thank you again for being here, and look forward to having a couple of drinks with you later. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Luca, for that. Like I said, I do not envy your job at all. I can only imagine how hard it was for all the jurors involved and leading the jury panel. I mean, I'm thinking about the guy who did it last year. This job is so hard. He quit his job, left the country. No one has seen for him in like 6 months now, you know? So, and that's all because of this. I saw the lady who's running the teleprompter. I saw a vein popping out the side there, because I was also reading. I was like, where is this? Where is he saying this stuff? Lucas spent like hours writing a speech that he didn't even read, man. If you want me to read it for you later, I will. I'll do the right thank yous that you'd written there. Listen, a bit earlier on, I did mention that I'll let you know what's going on at the back there. So you would have seen as you walked in some crazy camera, future technology stuff. And I want to introduce you now, of course. Before we get down to business, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our creative production partner for the AdFocus Awards, Bread Bin Productions. They're pioneers in virtual production content in SA, partnering with Panavision and immersive show tech, cutting-edge technology, looking to transform the future of... Don't turn, I'm still speaking. Oh, that's so cool. You know, that's happening right now in the back, and it looks like they're in some island somewhere living their best life. I think they wish they were there. But instead of me telling you more about them, let's actually show you, we've got a clip to show you more of what these guys do.
Step into the future of filmmaking, where the impossible becomes the extraordinary. In the ever-evolving world of filmmaking, a game-changing innovation is taking center stage. Imagine a film set that can transport you anywhere, from your own personalized lounge to lush jungles and alien worlds, all under one roof. With this technology, filmmakers can create any world at any time without leaving the studio. With precision and creativity, filmmakers can capture stunning visuals that were once deemed impossible. Unlock the power of pre-visualization like never before. Create your entire film shot for shot, lighting, composition and art direction before stepping a foot on set. Say goodbye to costly location shoots and hello to total control over sound, weather, lighting and even time. Mother Nature meet your match. The future is here. Are you ready to step into a new era of cinematic magic? Lights, camera, revolution.
That's very cool, Bread Bin. So after the awards are done tonight, please make sure you go ask the guys, there's a whole team at the back there, ask them what it's all about and get their details, and hopefully they can help elevate you what you guys already do. So, is everyone ready to get down to business? 3 people are. I'm going to ask it again. Is everyone ready to get down to business? That's what I need the whole night, guys. Remember, I was about to say we're all winners, but Luca was right, eh? There's only one, eh? In each category, only one person will win. But gel us down. Make sure you shout and you scream and celebrate your colleagues. So let's get into our first category of the night, and it's the Creative Challenge Award. Now, this award has been going on for a while and was developed to encourage young creatives within agencies to connect their brands with their messaging of current news events and current affairs that are happening right now, of course, to show the power in effective print advertising, right? The multitude of entries delivered an array of talent and amazing potential that we saw throughout the different people who are tonight's, I guess, shortlisted people. But like I said earlier on, there can only be one. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get into our 2023 Financial Mail AdFocus Awards for our first category. Now I've lost all my notes. Come on, Luca. There we go. But before we get started, please can I ask JD Tillum to come join me on stage and help present the awards for tonight with me. JD's also our project director. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, let's get into our finalists. Our first finalists are... No, I'm waiting for that. Right there, perfect. CRB Marketing for Breast Cancer Awareness, Bidvest McCarthy. Also, Demographica SANBS and Dentsu Creative for Power. But the winner of the Creative Challenge 2023 is Demographica for their ad for SANBS. You guys, please can you make your way on stage and take a picture? Right there. Perfect. I'll do the end ones. So that's how we will do it. Once you announce, please come up, accept your award, and then we'll take a picture, and then you can sit down again. We move on now to Media Agency of the Year. The finalists in this category are PhD, The Media Shop. Now, it's good to see Media Shop here. In the jury room, I know that this was a heavily contested once again, and it was just good to see the growth in both of these agencies this year. Last year's winner was PhD, and they're back again to come contested, and since then, we've seen amazing growth year on year from PhD. Both agencies stand tall in modern media companies and are worthy finalists for this award. So, without any further ado, the winner of the AdFocus Media Agency of the Year is The Media Shop. How are you? Wow! Good to see you, eh? That's why I come to these things, to see old friends. All right, congratulations once again to Media Shop. Now, something that we really like to do here at AdFocus, and something that I think is so valuable, is that we like to acknowledge young up-and-coming talent and artists throughout the industry, and this year is no different. So coming up next, we've got the award for Student of the Year. We are also proud to announce that this year's award is sponsored by Park Advertising for Student Award of the Year, should I say. So please can we welcome on stage the CEO of Park Advertising to help give out this award, Chris Botha. No, right there is perfect because you're going to collect it. It was once again so great to see the potential and the level of work and craftsmanship at the student level already in this industry. And with people like this, it's obvious that, of course, the future of this industry is in safe hands, and it is a bright one indeed. So we've got 4 finalists this year, and our first finalist is Yane Lowe from Cape Town Creative Academy. Philippa Skoltz from Red and Yellow Creative School of Business. Also from the same school is Natalie Ray and Kolisa Tamarana, also from Red and Yellow Creative School of Business. So congratulations to all of our finalists. Before we announce their winnings and who did what, I just want to make sure that I let you know, finalists, please go interact with all these people because these could be your future employers, eh? And make sure that if you are number 1 tonight, whoever wins tonight, you take a couple of offers, eh? Make sure you shop around here. First up, we're presenting the Merit Award for the first time. It's so good to see so many entries, man, for this. The Merit Award goes to Kolisa. Kolisa, come up and receive your award. Congratulations, Kolisa. Congratulations, my brother. Great time, great time. We move on to number 3 for tonight. At number 3, this school, what's going on there at Red and Yellow, eh? Come on. Red and Yellow. At number 3, we've got Natalie Ray. Natalie is no stranger to awards at all, also was a finalist at the Allure, so congratulations for that too. In second place tonight, also from Red and Yellow, we have Philippa Skoltz. Congratulations, Philippa, also in her 3rd year. Also, many nominations in Philippa's past and in the future, hopefully. And the winner of the 2023 AdFocus Student of the Year Award goes to Yane Lowe. Congratulations, Yane. In fact, a lot of our lecturers say that the level of work that she produces is something that most of them have not seen at this level. So definitely somebody to watch out for in the industry, man. Congratulations. Really, really well deserved. All right, we move on to our next award of the evening, and the Partnership of the Year category is one that is all about endurance, of course, and compatibility, and it's sponsored by IAS and Scopen. So please welcome the CEO of IAS and Scopen, Johanna McDowell. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To help us hand out this great award. Interestingly enough, this year, this was the most hotly contested award of the year, which of course speaks volumes about the importance of relationships between brands, between agencies and their clients. And so, here are our finalists for the 2023 award. Gray and Savannah, Joe Public and Nedbank, Ogilvy SA and SAB Carling Black Label, and TBWA, Huntless Cars Durban and Build It. Congratulations to all of those finalists, but as mentioned before, there can only be one. Of course, we would have seen their work. Gray and Savannah continue to deliver excellent work, and they've had a long relationship between this brand and this agency. Nedbank's relationship with Joe Public is one that is also yielded incredible results for both the client and the agency. Joe Public has become an invaluable partner to Nedbank and supersedes the ordinary conversations that they have within brand agencies. Ogilvy South Africa, well, it speaks for themselves. The partnership that they've had with Carling Black Label has spanned over 4 decades already and continues to be one of the biggest brands in the whole world, really. So congratulations to them too, and continuing that excellence. TBWA, Hunt Liscaris, Durban, and Build It also have enjoyed decades of a great working relationship together, and since have seen both brands grow from strength to strength. But the 2023 Partnership of the Year award goes to Ogle VSA and SAB Carling Black Label. Congratulations to Ogle V. We move on to our next award, and for this one, Luca, if you can join me on stage to help hand out what is the Transformation Award. Now, this is also one of my favorite categories every year, because the agency that ends up winning this not just talks about it, but lives it in a real tangible way. And this year's winner is a winner that honestly has set the bar quite high for transformation, both within the workplace, but as far as agencies are concerned and how the industry should be doing it. No finalists, just a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2023 AdFocus Transformation Award goes to Joe Public. Congratulations to Joe Public. Where's Polisa? Is he traveling the world still? That guy's never here, hey? Yo. Must be nice being him. Listen, rather than rewarding the number of officers that an agency has, in the continent, this next award, which is the Africa Impact Award, recognizes the actual impact that an agency and brands have beyond South Africa and Africa's borders in general. There are two agencies who have stood out, are cut above the rest, and been shortlisted for this year's Africa Impact Award. And those agencies are TBWA South Africa and Weber Shadnick. Congratulations for that. So TBWA stood out for a certain reason, because not only have they shown their strength when it comes to networking across the continent, but also their ability to act as a genuine collective across such diverse geographies on the African continent. Rather than just an SA out experience, it's an Africa in approach that they take. Now, Weber Shandwick. We're all friends here. I'm going to stop every now and then, make sure I've got everyone's names correct, eh? Weber Shandwick produced some excellent work for MasterCard across multiple markets on the continent too, of course, and that is why they are on this list. But there can only be one, and the winner of the AdFocus African Impact Award for 2023 is TBWA South Africa. For now, I might call you back later. Move on to our next award, and our next award for the evening is the Shapeshifter Award. This one recognizes an innovative talent who's breaking new ground and literally shifting the traditional status quo. And our Shapeshifter for 2023 is MultiChoice Chief Marketing Officer Yatish Nasi. I can hear by all the claps that you're all familiar with him and the work that he's done throughout his years. I mean, he's gone from agency, from Grid Worldwide, there to TBWA, and done much more. And currently, of course, just taken over as a CMO at MultiChoice. Unfortunately, Yatish couldn't be with us tonight, but he did send us a little video that we can watch.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, massive apologies. I couldn't be there, so I've had to record a really awkward video instead. Quite surprised, to be honest. I didn't even pay an entry fee or make a case study film, which I thought is mandatory for any award in the ad industry. So I don't even know if this is a real one. But I think, more than anything, just been really blessed to have been part of a business, whether that's at TBWA or Grid or now at MultiChoice, part of businesses that are, I think, really kind of open to change and trying new things, and just have been fortunate enough to play a role in those. So thanks again to the company I've kept, and thank you very much for the recognition.
Congratulations, Yatish, once again. Not too sure where he is. He's probably with Kolisa, wherever he is anyway. We move on to our next category. And our next category is Industry Leader of the Year. Now, this award is so simple, man. I know everyone will know that this person is quite deserving of this award. The Industry Leader of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, let's all give a big round of applause to Pete Case from Ogilvy, SA. Congratulations. It is not a coincidence at all that Pete's return to Ogilvy saw them also continue to rise and take their place back at the top of the agency status, man. So congratulations to you, Pete, and keep up the good work and keep inspiring those around you. We move on to our next award, and this one is Agency Adaptability Award. And this one recognizes an agency that has successfully adapted itself, demonstrates and embarks in flexibility. What are these private school words here? This agency is very flexible. That's basically what they meant. They can maneuver, they can change. Through COVID, they were able to do some cool things for their clients. I don't know who wrote this higher grade English script here. Next time, let me just speak my Model C school. Agencies that have made the shortlist include Two-Tone Global and Weber Stadnick. And ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased to present the 2023 AdFocus Award for Adaptability to Two-Tone Global. Just 3 years ago, Two-Tone Global weren't sure if they were going to be able to survive the pandemic, but since then, under the incredible leadership of their MD, Carlo, have just reinvigorated the agency space. So congratulations to them, man. Let us move on to our next category, and our next category is Specialist Agency of the Year. And our finalists for this award include Levergy, Make Rain, MSC Sports, and Plus Narrative. All four of these finalists submitted some really strong entries, and the winner of the 2023 AdFocus Specialist Agency of the Year is Levergy. mention that this is the third consecutive year that they've won this award, which speaks to the great work that they keep putting out. So congratulations. We move on to the next category, and the next category is the Public Relations Agency of the Year. I'm going to make sure that I pronounce all of these right, because one thing about me, I like a good PR drop, eh? So I want to be everyone's good graces for this one in particular. All three of these finalists were incredibly close, and in fact, any other year, all of them could have walked away with this award. I know this was also one of those heated debates in the jury room that they had. But there can only be three. And the three shortlisted agencies are Magna Carta, Razor PR, and Weber Shadnick. An incredible year for Magna Carta, with strong new business, from adding blue chip clients, a number of them to their roster, clearly announced a return to being a leader in the PR space. Razor PR, you guys are great. You've sent me stuff before. I recognize that name. It says right there on the box. Only 4 years, and I've already won the same award twice in the space of 4 years. So that's big. Congratulations to you guys. The agency continues to deliver a strong body of work, and it's excellent, man. As for Weber, well, they delivered very strong entries across the board, including agency growth, industry contribution awards, and excellent client relationships throughout the course of the judging period. The winner of the 2023 Public Relations Agency of the Year is Weber Shandwick. Congratulations once again to you guys, and remember my face, and my name. It's CZ James for those boxes, for those PR boxes. Hey. Next up, we're presenting the Small Advertising Agency of the Year. Can I ask JD Tillum to come back up to help give out this award for us, please? Small Agency of the Year. Our shortlisted agencies include Happy Friday, Matte Black, and Retro Viral. And the winner of the 2023 AdFocus Award for Small Advertising Agency is Retro Viral. Congratulations to Retro Viral, an incredibly deserving winner for the Small Agency Award. I mean, this agency has built such a strong reputation for producing very smart and also, of course, tactical work that leaves the viewers smiling and doing it consistently. So congratulations to you guys once again. Let us move on to our next award. This is the Medium Advertising Agency of the Year. And our finalists for that are Grid Worldwide, Wrapped Creative, and Two Tone Global. All of these agencies had such an incredible year, and once again, very competitive. If it were any other year, they all could have walked away with this award, but there can only be one. They start with Grid. I mean, unrelenting determination to evolve their product outside of just branding and design into technology and experience and focus on how consumers engage with the brands that they deal with. So congratulations to them for being on the short list. For Rap Creative, winner of Small Business, or Small Agency last year, seen so much growth throughout the course of this year that they've jumped into a new category altogether, the medium-sized one, and that speaks to the remarkable work and growth that they've had throughout the course of this year. Two-Tone Global, already winners. On the other hand, they've had a fantastic story to tell and redefined really itself in the offering post-pandemic that they have. The winner of the 2023 AdFocus Medium Advertising Agency Award is Grid Worldwide. A very, very fitting name for these guys, Grid Worldwide, because not only have they seen such great success locally, but also have seen themselves achieving great things internationally too, winning many awards abroad. So congratulations once again to Grid Worldwide. We move on now to the Large Advertising Agency of the Year. And this is always one of the most tightly contested spaces when it comes to this award. And this year, no exception at all. We have 3 agencies who have seen themselves being shortlisted for Large Advertising Agency of the Year. And they are Joe Public, Ogilvy South Africa, TBWA, Huntless Gars, Johannesburg. Congratulations. Joe Public, of course, continues to impress us all, the incredible work and success that they've seen working with people like Nedbank Digital Account to win a couple of awards also there. Ogilvy SA, back to running the large agency that they were meant to be and being in this category. And of course, creatively, man, just made such a brilliant return for them too. TBWA, Huntless Cars. See, nightmares. Also, very, very strong year for them despite losing a giant in the industry and Peter, of course. The agency has turned 40 years old this year and seemingly not resting at all, not taking any time to rest. So let's get into the winner of the 2023 AdFocus Large Advertising Agency of the Year, and they are Joe Public. Congratulations to Joe Public. Next up, we have Agency Group Award. That's Agency Group Award. This award was a new addition last year and has since seen many people entering for this one. And as we know, the strength of any group should be demonstrated in the individual strengths of the individual companies within that group, right? And this year was no different, and a lot of strong contestants, should we say. The finalists, or the shortlisted agencies, or groups, should I say, for this year are MNC Saatchi Group South Africa, Ogilvy South Africa, and TBWA South Africa. We move on to the winner of this category. The winner is, just so I don't do a Steve Harvey moment here, TBWA South Africa. Congratulations to Agency Group of the Year. We now move on to, thank you, my guy, you can, I'll call you up just now. Don't worry. We now move on to the Lifetime Achievement Award. And this year, we are so honored to be honoring this person who's the recipient. In fact, it's somebody here who doesn't even know that they're being honored tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please, can we give a big round of applause to our Lifetime Achievement winner, Anne Newrock. Luca? Yeah. This is so fitting and so deserving. As you can see in the room, everyone fully agrees with this achievement and this award. Without a question, one of the most passionate ambassadors for this industry and for this country. I mean, after being the CEO at Grey, she made her way over to Canada, then made her way back here, and has since done some amazing stuff. In fact, you guys all know her. So, Anne, I'm going to ask you to maybe give us a couple of words, some inspiration, and yeah, just say a couple of words for us.
Oh my God, I had no idea. When AdFocus asked me if they could interview me, they wanted to do a profile. I was like, this is an honor to be profiled in AdFocus. But I thought it's probably just another ARB interview along with so many others. I'm You guys know I've been in this industry in many shapes or forms for nearly 40 years. And you know that how much I love the ad industry, the marketing industry. I work with so many of you, with Radar, with Can, and every interaction I have with you is nothing but a joy. Oh. And when somebody said to me recently, you know, something about doing my job, I said, I don't have a job, I have a privilege. And the privilege is I get to work with all of you. So thank you so much to the Financial Mail, to AdFocus, but most of all, thank you to all of you because you enrich my life. Thank you.
Congratulations, Anne. Wow. Congratulations, really deserving. Lifetime Achievement Award. Before we announce the overall Agency of the Year, please can I ask JD to one more time join us up here on stage. The rigorous debate that Luca was talking about in the jury room was definitely revolving a lot of the time around this category in particular. But like he mentioned early on, there can only be one. There was an agency that just was overwhelmingly deserved this. So the winner of overall Agency of the Year is Joe Public. Congratulations once again to Joe Public. And just congratulations to all of our shortlisted agencies, but also all of our winners tonight. How time flies when you're talking nonsense and messing up people's names. But that concludes our formalities for tonight. And thank you so much once again to all of our sponsors and our partners. I'm talking Heineken, IAS, and Scopen. Park Advertising, Genologist, Gallo Music, Creative Production, partners being Breadbin, of course, Panavision, and Immersive Showtech. Please can I encourage you once again, we're about to wrap up, please can I encourage you to make sure that you go visit them at the back so you can find out more about what they do. You guys have been amazing. I've been MCZ James. We'll see you upstairs. Cheers.